aing manunggu gogoraso manunggu keang sabe lerule retabulan lerule
di manunggo goraso
ambele o anara narambele laule.
Kandung pusat ini melambangkan jantung, pusatnya jantung.
Manunggo o ambele o anara narambele laulea.
In October 2021, me and my travel buddy Omar Beretta, also known as Jakare Volador, we decided to explore Flores Island. We started the journey by flying to Labuan Bajo and took a 3 days liveaboard trip to explore Komodo National Park. I invite you to see the fun of the trip documented in this separated video. After seeing the gorgeous of the nature and wildlife of Komodo Archipelago, we continue our Flores journey by flying to Ende.
Labuan Bajo, Ende. Yes.
Well, it is believed that this city is the birthplace of Pancasila, the 5 principal state ideology and the foundation of Indonesia, proposed by Soekarno, the proclamator and the first president of the country. It was founded when he was exiled by the Dutch colonial.
We attached as preamble to our constitution the Pancasila. Panca means 5, Sila means principle. The Pancasila, the 5 guiding principles of our national life.
We drove heading northeast to reach Moni, a small village near Moni-Kelimutu, where the 3-colored crater lakes located, one of the highlights of Flores Island. Each has its own color and has been changed from time to time. There are 2 lakes located side by side and separated by a wall-like stone structure. The local people believe when these waters merge into one, there will be a great calamities to happen.
Yes, hero! You did a good decision. Arriving! Yeah, he swam in the lake.
You did a good decision.
Oh yeah, to be your friend.
Luckily, in the following day, the villager was going to have a ceremony for asking a good harvest called Nuaone Village. The ceremony was started in the late afternoon. Thanks to Menti for allowing us to join the feast. Unfortunately, I crashed my drone while documenting the panorama around. All the men sat on the circle-shaped stones while the women served a meal specially made for the feast. And they end the ceremony with dancing. What a great experience. We continue the journey to the east in the direction to Maumere. We stopped by at Koka Beach for a short break, but it ended up by climbing the hills. I wish I had a drone here. The twin beach definitely looks beautiful from above. Maumere Bay Marine Nature Tourist Park, where we do island hopping to 3 islands. First island is Kojadoi. Basically it looks like a stone island with literally a big rock hill. They said there was a Canadian researcher saying that these stones are ancient stones that are typical for making ancient temple. In this island there was also a stone bridge, 680 meter long, using rotan instead of concrete. It was built in 1987 with the help of the army to facilitate the student here to go to school on the next island. Next stop was Pulau Babi. The place was so dry and hot. Only a few people live on this island, especially after being destroyed by a tsunami in December 92. It all started with 7.5 magnitude earthquake that caused huge waves up to 25 meter height. The last activity was snorkeling around Pangabatang Island, but our boat couldn't reach the shore due to low tide. The underwater was quite beautiful here. While snorkeling, we found small sea creatures living in colonies, and their shape looks like jellyfish, but I'm not sure what they are. If you know the name, please write it in the comments. Another place that we have visited in Maumere was a museum called Bikon Blewut. It was built in 1965 by Verhoeven, a Dutch archaeologist and missionary, to store his discoveries of Homo floresiensis fossils. He knew about the existence of this Flores hobbit because of the rumors from the locals about a cave as dwelling place of this ancient human. We continue our journey back to the west, to Bajawa. There was an ancient village, 1200 years old, called Kampung Adat Bena. The sensation was like going back to Stone Age. While the community here are a matriarchal society, which means that the women hold the primary power positions in roles of authority. The village is facing Inerie Volcano. They believe a god called Yeta lives on the mountain. This U-shaped village itself has 9 levels where different sub-tribe lives in each level. In front of the houses there are 2 building structures symbolizing the ancestor. First is Ngadu for male ancestor and Baga for female. The next destination was Malanage Natural Hot Spring. There are 2 rivers, one flowing a cool fresh water and the other flowing hot waters. They merge into one river that flows warm water. We stayed about 3 days in Manulalu Jungle Resort. We continue our journey by taking a shortcut road to Riung, but the road was not so nice. Riung itself is just a small town. Do not expect to get a fancy facility here, but here it is. The last part of this Flores journey is to explore the 17 Islands National Park in Riung. We do island hopping and have a lot of snorkeling. The underwater scenery was so beautiful. Soft corals, hard corals, colorful fishes. One of the best that I ever seen. You should come to this place. And here it is, our journey exploring the beautiful of Flores Island. It's not only it has a gorgeous panoramic or astonishing underwater scenery, but the culture itself is worth it to be explored. We wish that this all can be preserved as a heritage for the next generation.